Okay, folks, are you ready for your next comedian? Give me more than that. Are you ready for your next comedian? He comes to us from Snohomish. I hope I said that right. Snohomish. Some of you know who he is. He is the CEO and founder of Maestro Software, and just an auctioneer and one of the nicest guys I've ever met. Put your hands together for Jay Fiske.
Oh, both of my family members arrived here tonight. Thank you. This is something I have been looking forward to. I just have to walk around and look at this a little bit. Are you people out there? This is good. I have been looking forward to this since high school. And I'm being very honest about that. You know, I've had the pleasure in my life to build 2 different companies and get them launched. And I flew helicopters and airplanes for 30 years in the Army. I've done some interesting things. I've been some interesting places. But ever since high school, tonight is what I've been looking forward to. This is it. I've always wanted to be a stand-up comic. Growing up in the 60s, I had all my favorite comics. Those of you that are over 50 probably saw them perform. Those of you that are under 50 probably have heard about them. And they were my heroes. That's what I want to do. I wanted to be a stand-up comic. The problem is there's a little thing called Vietnam, and life got in my way. And by the time I headed down the path a different direction, I lost my chance. So tonight, I get to start a new career. Here we are. I mean, who would have thought back then when I was in high school that all this time forward, I'd be 60 years older? Who would have thought that? Now, if I can just remember my jokes. I actually have a great memory, I really do. It's just short. And we can still do a lot of things at my age. I mean, you know, I'm 76, and I know I don't look it, it's okay, thank you, but I'm 76. We can do a lot of things at 76. For example, I still ride 2 big-ass motorcycles. I really do. Yeah, I do. I recently joined a biker gang, Hell's Rotarians, and we're a wild bunch. We are wild. We get together, we drink a little too much, we get together and get all together, and we start doing some serious estate planning. I mean, we're wild. And even when you're 90, you can do some cool things. 90-year-old William Shatner shot off into space on a Jeff Bezos rocket. And I think Bezos let him drive too, because the entire flight, the rocket's turn signal was on all the way. And those Blue Origin crew people, they weren't very nice. They made Shatner wear Depends because I think they did not want him to go where no man had gone before. I'm pretty sure of that. We get a lot of grief about driving. The older folks, we get grief about driving. It's really not fair. We're not bad drivers. We're just overly courteous. Like, we like to pop that old turn signal on so everybody behind us knows what we just did. And we like to leave it on for the next 10 miles to remind you how courteous we were. There's some people, though, that get too old, they shouldn't be driving anymore. My Aunt Iris, God love her, she's wonderful, terrific lady, but she's still driving. She shouldn't be driving. She takes everything way too literally. I mean, the other day she went to Walgreens to pick up her prescription, and she saw the sign that said drive-through pharmacy. She did. And when the cops got there, her turn signal was still on. But I hope that when I'm 88, I'm in as good a shape as Aunt Iris. That's my goal. Beginning of this year, I set a New Year's resolution. And by the way, just a quick aside, when you're my age, when you do a New Year's resolution, you should really act on it, because it may be the last time you get the chance to do a New Year's resolution. But my New Year's resolution was I was going to lose weight. I was going to try and get into shape. In fact, I decided I wanted to get back down to my fighting weight when I was married. So I tried this new diet. I started on it. I started on a month ago. It's a new vegan diet. I started just a month ago, and so far, I have lost 30 days. So where do you go if you want to get healthy? Think about where do you go when you want to get healthy? Well, for me, I go to Costco. 25% of Costco is a pharmacy. Is it? 25%? Now, I can walk up and down the aisle of the Costco pharmacy, and in about 10 minutes, I start feeling like Wilford Brimley in that movie Cocoon. I mean, they've got something for everything there. So I want to get healthy. So I went on WebMD, and I made a list of all the supplements I'm supposed to be taking. And I told you, I don't have I got a good memory, just short. So I wrote down my list of the supplements that WebMD told me I should be taking. And so I went to Costco, and I bought some Super Beets for energy. I got some Cosamin for my joints, some CoQ10 for my heart, red yeast rice for my cholesterol, fish oil for whatever the hell fish oil's for, B-complex for my circulation. I was going to get probiotics, but it was kind of expensive, so I went with the generic version, amateur biotics. And then I picked up some melatonin for my sleep, some vitamin D, because after all, we're in Seattle. And then I also picked up some Airborne so I don't get sick. The next day, I went back to Costco, and I got some Focus Factor so I could remember where the hell I put all my damn pills. I needed a Focus Factor for that. I told you I don't have a good memory, but there is one thing I do remember. Next month will be my 10th anniversary. That I do remember, of my divorce. Yes, I'm single. I think I'm single. I leave. Yeah, thank you, ladies. I leave notes to myself. Oh yeah, I'm single. Focus Factor hasn't quite kicked in as much as it should have by now. Maybe by tomorrow I won't need to leave any notes. But ladies, calm down. I am taken. My lovely lady Penny is here. If I could see her, so I think she's over in this area. Penny and I have been together for about 5 years, and it's a good thing too, because dating at 76 sucks. You would not want to be 76 and start on the dating circuit there. Wouldn't be good. So we've been together for 5 years. Before that, though, I had no choice. So I tried some of the dating services. I started with Match.com, and then I tried Christian Mingle, and then I tried Farmers Only. And then I tried this site called Grindr. Did you know that Grindr is not a dating site for seniors that like sandwiches? I cannot go back to that park anymore. I did find a perfect site, though. It was called It's Just Lunch, which was great for me because I'm usually asleep by dinner time. So I filled out the form for It's Just Lunch, and when I got to the part where you have to put in your age, it had a little pop-up came up. It said, please try our companion site, It Just Depends. But you learn things when you get to be my age. You encounter a lot of things. You see a lot of things. You learn. When I was 21 years old and heading off to Vietnam to fly helicopters, we were just at that time, that exact time, that week, in fact, we were putting men on the moon. One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. Neil Armstrong, remember that? And it was the greatest thing in the world. I mean, it was amazing. The whole world was captivated. Now we're getting ready to send people to Mars, and nobody gives a shit, right? But I've seen a lot of technology over the years. I mean, when I was young, they invented bubble wrap, and the lava lamp was high tech, and we had cassette tapes, right? And by the way, believe it or not, way back then when I was young, they invented the smiley emoji. No lie there. It took 40 more years for someone to invent a cell phone, so we had a place to actually use it. And we had some other technology too. We had AI back then. We had artificial intelligence then. It was called Encyclopedia Britannica. My mother saved enough green stamps to get most of a set. We had A through F. Don't ask me anything that starts with G. Not gonna happen. We had some other great technology then too. We were the first ones in our neighborhood that had a microwave. Oh, we were popular. We were so popular. We had people knock on our door all day long. Why know if we could reheat their coffee? It was great. And then we had other technology too. We had electric can opener. That was pretty neat. We could open a lot of cans with an electric can opener. That was amazing. You guys probably don't know what an electric can opener is, do I? I think so. Yeah. You can open a lot of cans with it. Comes in handy in college. Yeah. But I got to tell you, if you're opening that many cans to eat, you are no Emeril Lagasse or Julia Child, and you should probably have your sodium checked. Another great invention, the home ice cream maker. Anyone ever have a home ice cream maker? Was this thing cool or what? I mean, you could buy $10 worth of ice, rock salt, cream, and some other ingredients, take that thing home, put it all together, and crank that son of a bitch for about an hour and a half, and it would give you $4 worth of ice cream. It was amazing. We had a Kirby vacuum cleaner. Anybody have a Kirby vacuum cleaner? A couple of you? We bought it from a door-to-door vacuum cleaner salesman. That son of a bitch weighed 300 pounds. It fell over one time and just about killed Aunt Iris. But nowadays, what do you have nowadays? You got a little Roomba, right? You got a little Roomba. You go away to work, it'll clean your whole house for you while you're gone. Just scoots around the floor and cleans up for you. Anyone here have any cats? Tip, attach a laser pointer to your Roomba. It'll keep your cats busy all day long. And maybe even Aunt Iris, you never know. But my favorite invention was the trash compactor. The amazing. It was invented back when I was growing up. Now every modern home has a trash compactor. This thing is the most amazing invention. It will actually take 40 pounds of trash and convert it into 40 pounds of trash. I mean, it's incredible. And when you get to be you start thinking about things. You ask questions. You ponder things. You ponder stuff. I'm pondering a couple of things. For example, I'd like to know why environmentalists will take a 10-minute shower and then turn off the faucet when they brush their teeth to save water. Yeah, think about that. It'll hit you tomorrow. I ponder, if you put colored clothes in a dryer, why is lint always gray? I wonder, how do you know when blue cheese is spoiled? And by the way, those of you out here that are paying $4 for a bottle of Smart Water, it's not working. And I ponder one more thing, and that is that wasn't it great that 35 years ago I had a midlife crisis and decided to get into being a charity auctioneer. And it's been a great career. 35 years I've traveled all around the country and raised literally $1 billion for charity in various ways. Through my software company and as an auctioneer, we raised billions and billions of dollars. It was a great way to change a career 35 years. I've loved every minute of it. I've seen the world. It was a 35-year wonderful career, but tonight is my first night in my new career as a stand-up comic. And if I can get 35 years out of this career, I'm gonna be really happy. Now, if I could just remember where I put my damn keys, I will get out of here. Oh, that's right, I left them in the car with Aunt Iris. Good night, everybody, thank you.
Jay Fiske, big round of applause. He literally is one of the hot young comedians in Seattle now. He's, give him another round of applause. Everything he said was true. When I created this thing, I did create it for people who have a bucket list. It just turns out a lot of CEOs, a lot of successful people also, for whatever reason, want to be comedians, but because they ran their business or they were fighting in wars, they never got a chance. So this gives them, this is the comedy experience that he's been waiting a lifetime for. So he deserves one more round of applause. And